priest location remains unknown. The demonic consumption of Earth will not be stopped until the last priest and his guardian are destroyed.
Okay, thank you, Vega.
Require assistance in order to locate the final Hell Priest. I believe Dr. Hayden can help us with our search.
Dr. Hayden.
Calibrate the portal to the Ark's command station.
Are you done? Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Doom Eternal, episode number 6, Ark Complex. We will be heading over there and configuring our mission teleporter very shortly. First, I want to hit up some suit upgrades. Yeah, we'll finish off the Ice Bomb. It's always a good idea. Ice Bomb is really good in that just, hey, you know, more health drops is more survivability. That's all I need. Next, we're basically going to work our way up the, or around. Doesn't necessarily need to be up, but probably go for this one first. Up the frag grenades, because upgrade frag grenades are also very, very good. I do have 6 weapon points, and despite this one costing more, I think increasing the transform speed on the mobile turret might actually be more valuable. We could also go balls to the wall and actually upgrade our friggin' sticky bombs. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This one's okay, and it's really only worth picking up so that I haven't had this max charge destroyer model emit a blast wave that falters demons. Use of that is it lets you have, like, if there are enemies around you when you finish charging the blade, it gives you an opening to charge it so that you're less likely to take damage, but it doesn't really come into effect that often for me. Then again, I also don't use the destroyer blade that much. I think we're just gonna go ahead and pick up faster transform speed. We also have 5 batteries, and with 4 of our 5 batteries, we're gonna probably. There are 2 weapon upgrades relatively early in Ark Complex. In fact, the last weapon upgrades are in Ark Complex. If we go ahead and pick up this one first, I might save it. What would I use it on, you know? Remote detonation, probably. Remote detonation isn't bad. I frankly should have taken it before I took microwave beam. And I also never got around to showing off how microwave beam actually works. So, you know, literally a waste of a of a weapon mod at this point. But what are you gonna do? I forget if I went over the big problem with the microwave beam in how it's designed to be used versus how it actually ends up working. I think I did in Cultist Space. I feel like I have a memory of that happening in Cultist Space. But before we go on to Ark Complex, I also want to do another warm-up at the Reptorium. And we can show it off there, if nowhere else. Because if you die in the Reptorium, you do not die in real life. That's, you know, that's pretty good. This episode, and you will know before I currently do, is probably going to be fairly long. The level itself, if I'm skipping the cutscenes and not reading any lore, the level itself is a little over half an hour. With a lore break and with the cutscenes, you know, it's probably going to end up being roughly an hour, which is basically par for the course at the moment. So, you know, totally disregard what started to say there. So what we're looking for is hey. What we're looking for is a heavy demon. Carcass kind of works, but I'd like one with more health. I saw you. There you are. Ooh, you work nicely. Okay, so here's the thing. When you lock onto something, you see that meter? It's nearly full. See how it was not full? when that happened. The reason for that is actually because that, in that specific case, it's because the stagger wore off. But the problem is if I had pulled the trigger on the, what do you call it? On the microwave beam before that stagger wore off, that would have happened anyway. Come on. Come on. You son of a bitch. I'm not gonna die to a Revenant, okay? I died to a Revenant. We're warming up and I'm trying to explain stuff. It's fine. If you notice, the still got 24 extra lives. And incidentally, if I was doing an UltraNightmare run, bet your ass I would not be in here in the first place. It's only maybe worth it to get some weapon masteries worked on in between levels. But really, like, apparently this warm-up was a very good idea. And you'll see why, especially once you actually get into the level, because this level is a fucking doozy. Basically everything about this next level is, despite never dying there on UltraNightmare, I will at least say that, but I also never went into the Slayer Gate in there on UltraNightmare. And that's the right decision. I'll tell you now, do not even think about touching that Slayer Gate on UltraNightmare.
This is the Resistance Network.
You'll see why.
In an unbelievable turn of events, the Supergore nest has been destroyed.
That's me.
Reports from ARC personnel in the field say that they have seen a significant decrease in demonic activity across the globe. Many believe this is proof that the Doomslayer himself has in fact joined the Resistance effort and has successfully eliminated key figures within the ranks of the challenged. Operatives working inside the UAC cultist organization claim that the leader of that division, Priest Dayak Ranok, was in fact removed from his office recently by the Slayer himself. As key leadership within the Mortally Challenge continue to fall, we are seeing a decreased threat from the demons on all fronts. This has given the Resistance a key advantage in the war for Earth. The UAC continues to deny any knowledge of his existence. As surviving members of the ARC network, it is the belief of this station that these reports are in fact true. We believe the Slayer has joined us in the battle against the demons. To anyone still listening to this broadcast, know that there is hope, and he is out there.
Were you really unsure about the Slayer being in the fight against the demons? Also, yeah, I'd say removed from office is a good way to put that. That sounds about right. Having destroyed the Supergore nest, the hunt for the remaining Hell Priest continues. Unable to identify his position due to the Con Maker's interference, you travel to the ARC complex, headquarters of the Armored Response Coalition, or ARC, in search of Dr. Samuel Hayden, leader of the human resistance on Earth, and the only person capable of finding the final priest and overall son of a bitch.
Dr. Hayden is just across the complex. This industrial campus was once the headquarters of the Resistance.
Before we do anything, let's check out our challenges. Acquire 2 runes will happen. No worry about that. Destroy shoulder launcher, weak points on the Revenants. That'll happen. Trust me on that. And this one is one that I actually sometimes miss. Overload a shield with a plasma rifle and kill 6 demons. And the reason why is, despite the picture here depicting a shield soldier with a shield, most of this mission progress is going to come from carcass shields. So try not to kill carcasses outright necessarily, and try to keep an eye on when those shields pop up around fodder demons. That's your best bet. That's a Caco Swarm. Caco Flock. Murder of Cacos.
Good news for the faithful. The deceiver, Samuel Hayden, has fallen. The Ark is no more.
I gotta talk to that guy. What are you talking about, lady? Check the mission. Get Samuel Hayden. That's the mission.
This area is no longer secure. Evacuation protocol is in effect.
Do kind of wish I didn't use that ice bomb right there, but I do got this. Where are you? There you are. Look at that transform speed. Do I have blood? I don't. Excuse me. I need your assistance, please. Thank you. Oh, send it, Mick. Send it. Excuse me. Absolutely not. I heard you. Heard you too. Okay. Yeah, boy missed something. In the midst of... not that. In the midst of all that, try not to forget to go into that room that Mancubus popped out of. First of all, nice little bit of chainsaw fuel, but also Mancubus toy. Very, very cute. And assuming I didn't forget anything else, which I did not. Oh no! It's the console. Exposed as a hacker.
Warning, the Ark's headquarters is under attack.
Yeah.
Embrace your suffering, young advocates. Beyond the pain, there is enlightenment.
Don't buy into the corporate bullshit. They don't have your best interests at heart. Keep your plasma gun out here. For that. No, that and that. Wait for that to come back up. I need your shield, my friend. I need your shield. Yours too. That works. Come on. I'm sorry. You okay, buddy? How are we doing on challenge? That's done. All right. Don't gotta give a shit anymore. My favorite state of being. Don't forget, before we leave this little area, I've walked past this guy a number of times. Let me tell you. There's someone else up here. Yeah, that counts. Don't worry, there's plenty of evidence. You don't gotta worry about that challenge at all. There you go. I'm gonna let Mick Gordon do the talking for me here.
Is no more. Please evacuate immediately.
Where you at? I know you're here. Not you. There you are. Not too shabby. Thank you, Mr. Gordon. Appreciate your acoustic stylings. Always make sure to scrape this area for ammo. It's not a bad plan. And if you have any zombies left over, I suggest you make sure your your blood punch is topped off before you leave this arena. Trust me. We're about to get introduced to a new demon. Rather, an alternative flavor
Outpost is blocked.
of new demon.
2 peripheral turrets identified. Calculating optimal firing path. Confirmed. You could use both turrets to clear a path. I will mark them for you.
Thank you, Bacon. Come on. Come on. I need to save my blood punch. Yeah, you can't stop running. That's against the rules of engagement. Geneva Convention or something. Ignore all the shit. Trust me. Ice bomb out. Bop. 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 Enter the Cyber Mancubus. And also exit the helmet. Cyber Mancubus is a stronger version of the Mancubus, as you can probably surmise. Is armored, so you can break the armor off. Come on. Are you fucking ignoring me? I blow off your turret, and you have the audacity to just ignore me? I know. What the fuck is that? Holy shit! I never seen that before. I'm glad I have that on camera. Alright. I'll do that. Regress. Fucking ascension of the Ragtrons. Yes. Yes, shield. Which reminds me that there were 2 things. 2 chain gun related things that I started saying last time and never managed to actually get the full thought out on either one. When I picked up the chain gun, I was gonna talk about the fact that it is one of the only... It's one of maybe like 2. I'd say the heavy cannon is maybe the other one. Basic weapons that have 2 good mods. Despite not having the micro missiles at the moment, I would say that they are good. But I do think that the precision bolt is just significantly better, unfortunately. But the chain gun, you got big DPS and big defense, and both of those are really valuable. The other thing I was going to talk about was the mastery for the chain gun shield, wherein you bring this up and you shoot enemies and a circle will fill around your reticle, and when that circle fills, the chain gun shield will shoot out in front of you and deal a surprising amount of damage, and it'll also falter demons that it hits. Okay, this Slayer Gate, don't even fucking think about coming in here on UltraNightmare. It's not worth it. You walked all the way up here? I'm gonna leave you there. I respect that. Don't even think about coming up here. This one is bad enough that I am actually going to probably, for real this time, I know I said this last time as well. Probably for real this time, actually shut the hell up. Yeah, we'll take that too. Mr. Mick Gordon, if you do the honors. Come on now. Come on now. Last dude. Last dude. I know I think I say this every time, but not the optimal performance. You're still here. Good. I need ammo. I actually don't need ammo. I need some plasma ammo. Pull up on basically everything else. That one is something. And I'm sure you noticed, but that is the first non-secret version of the Tyrant. But we also saw something else that was new in there that we will get into once we take the lore break. But it was the Baron of Hell. That, after how few new enemies, in fact literally 0 new enemies there were in the Super Gorness Slayer Gate, that one just fucking dumps them on you. You got the Tyrants, you got the Barons, you get the regular version enemy of the Doom Hunter. Surprise.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 002. Subject analysis of Doomslayer, January 24th, 2163. There is no chance that the subject is a demon. We have blood samples pulled from the Mars base event that show his blood type is AB positive. He is male with a genome that makes him very much a member of the human race. But the enhanced strength, speed, and athleticism would indicate otherwise. But we can see from the blood samples that there are foreign bodies present of unknown origin. I cannot, as a contributing member of the scientific community, agree with the assumption by some of my colleagues that he is, for lack of a better word, a god, an avenging angel, the right hand of doom, here to save humanity from its sins. But I cannot ignore that the timing of his arrival, the identity of his enemies, the fire and brimstone element to this catastrophe we currently find ourselves in it has definitely shaken my scientific resolve.
Yeah, probably not a god, you know. I'm a fool. I am a fool. I didn't go down the hole. There's a cheat code down the hole. Don't forget to go down there. Oh god. Damn. I'm used to the double jump working in my favor. Plasma gun's so good, dude. It's just so nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're not playing on your 100% account, stupid. You don't have all those fancy upgrades and shit. You don't have more things than you do. Do not forget to come in here and claim your schmancy new crystal. This one, frankly, doesn't actually, you know, now that I think about it, I might rethink the order that I pick these up in the future, because I don't know how much this actually helps. I think going for one of these might be pretty good. Especially with, like, if you make good use of your Flame Belch. The upgrade that gives you charge on your Flame Belch if you pick up armor when you're over, or when you're at max armor, can give you a whole bunch of blood punches, and that's in fact the upgrade. Oh, Jesus. It's actually in fact the upgrade that I assumed that I had when I went in on there. I did do a practice run on this level a little earlier today. And made vigorous use of that upgrade.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 005, subject analysis of Doomslayer, February 2nd, 2163. Maybe he is a god. Maybe he represents humankind's rage, their will to persevere, to overcome that which would threaten our survival. He is uncompromising, a relentless being of violence that knows no mention of the hesitation shown by our many leaders and politicians during our time of judgment. Can he overcome them alone? If he can't, we as a species, all species, will not survive.
You could just like scoot that microphone just a little bit back. Just a bit, a little.
No one is born a sinner. You have to work hard to achieve success. Evolution is our destination. When they arrive, we arrive.
Starting to not like her. Starting to feel the not liking come around. Explosive! There you go. Just gonna hop up here real quick. Don't mind me. Oh, hey, buddy. Where'd you come from? I'm getting real sick of you guys just ignore me, eh? I am trying to save my chain gun, if you're wondering. But I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Chain gun, chainsaw. There's a very good reason why. You're gonna have to trust me on that. Did that in the wrong one? Just did that in the wrong one? Pardon me, pardon me. Ow. Ah! I'm stuck on. Visible wall corner. We're not missing it, don't worry. For those in the know. I just gotta come up here real quick in order to make sure that I get out of ammo. How can one man be so out of ammo? Okay. Only thing I need for this one is Arbalist and rockets, and I have plenty of both. Also, ideally, if you can have it, 3 pips chainsaw fuel. Never goes wrong with that. Hey, where are you going? And there you go. That was a pain elemental. They are the source of most of the lost souls that you will see in the game. And try to keep an eye on those lost souls whenever we get the opportunity later. Because they're fucked up. I don't know what the deal with them is, but yeah, come on, it's fine. Oh my god. Dude fucking leapt into hyperspace. Down this hallway there's gonna be a Mancubus. There's also a cue ball. You're gonna want to top off before you head down this way. Drop down the hole. Grab your first of 2. Doesn't matter what you get, unless you want to play around with different runes. Only cowards back down on rune choice.
You believe the Doomslayer will save you? Your salvation lies with us, not him.
How about that? Elevator going down? Oh, there's 2 of them. There you are. Get down, Mr. President. I do have Blood Punch. There you go. The moment you hear a snake, just keep that in mind. Because the second you hear a snake show up, you grab this and you rip and you tear. He'll come back. Let them fight for a little bit. Before you leave this room, grab this inconspicuously placed bit of lore. Just tuck it in your back pocket. Also, congratulations! You've seen the one and only Berserk rune, or Berserk power-up in this game. That's it, bud. Come on. Oh, yeah. I missed. I just missed. Deciding whether or not I want to chainsaw him, but I'll stick with the walking out of here with three pips. It's always a good thing to do if you can. Plus we got... Oh, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Shotgun ammo is maybe the thing we're lacking the most in, but we'll get plenty of that.
Target destroyed. The second turret will give you the angle needed to destroy the remaining tentacle.
Thank you, Vega. You know, I had this out for a reason. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I want to save the plasma ammo for just a little bit longer. Plus, missed out on the opportunity to do that, and you know, what are you doing? Don't leave the battery behind.
Our trans-dimensional friends shall not walk on tainted ground. Earth must be cleansed.
It's a bad look talking about cleansing nowadays. Maybe don't cleanse. Excuse me. Come on, bud. Come on. Hey! Don't interrupt the facility. But festivities! No! He said the word wrong! Can you believe it? This idiot said the fucking word wrong. Thought I missed it, didn't you? Whoops. Before you go enjoy your all that shit, jump over the pile, grab your last rune, complete your challenge, enjoy your sentinel battery. You earned it. It's yours. And I got 7 weapon points. 3 faster. Yeah, you know, I think I like faster cooldown. Scatter bombs is really nice. Demons killed by grenades, explosions. Shoot a bunch of more grenades out, and that's it's good. It's really good. But just having more grenades in general, I think I like picking that up before I like picking up scatter bombs. And before I go in there, anything that I definitely want to pick up. I should be using the energy shield, frankly. I want to pick up a mastery for something. Have I killed any? I killed 2 prowlers. It doesn't matter. I could be wrong about that. I don't know if you can lock onto the same demon twice. Is the thing. So like you get 2 bursts out quickly, but for the most part I use bursts to kill a single demon with a single burst. So mobile turret's really good though. I think we want to start working on mobile turret not having it overheat as soon as possible. Hey there. Thank you for your contribution. There's one. I see you, Revenant. I see you. Oh, here we go. Don't get cornered. Don't get cornered. A lot of imps and shit around for you to work on that if you really want to, but maybe now is not really the time. I do have 3 chainsaw pips. There's another one. There's another one. What are you doing? Even if you don't need the you know what? Is it time? Why not? Where at? Where at? Where at? Out of 10, not so shabby. Hell no. That's stagger him. Nope. That did something, alright. Dude, I don't like how many of these freaking snakes there are. Something snakes on a plane, whatever, dude. You got it. I'm not here to make jokes. I'm here to rip and tear. Yeah, there. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Where are you? No, we're not done yet. Music's calming down, you say. Not quite yet, I say. Where'd he go? Hey, 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 now. None of that here. Thank you for your contribution. A little sloppy, you know. There's some degree of mental tax that comes in with recording. Is that an excuse I hear? Yeah. You're goddamn right it is. It's a pretty good one too. Ice Bomb. Ice Bomb, if you have Blood Punch, which I don't, but that's fine. You have many guns. Ice Bomb before you walk over here. Could have chainsawed him too, but you know, And so you might have noticed there's a little bug with arachnotrons for some reason where their body will be on fire despite not being there. Never pass on an opportunity to do the right thing. Great. That's far away. There is one more. Its bubbles are right there. Put that here. Hey, now why do you re-transform? Did I say you could re-transform? I don't believe I did. Do I want to... leave him. He's fine. He ain't hurting nobody. But the armor, though. But the armor, though. Ammo check. Yeah, I know. But I do want the plasma ammo for the following section. God, that's good. It's also another reason I want the plasma ammo. And it is this same weapon mod. And it's for that secret encounter. Yeah, secret encounter that I mentioned back when I picked it up. Also, there's some chainsaw fuel right there, so no problem at all. Quake 3 soundtrack. There's that Quake 2, I actually missed it. One of the Quakes. There you go. No problem. Consider maybe actually getting the mastery for that thing before doing that, because the incremental charge blade is pretty good and might have gotten those things before they teleport behind me. Alternatively, consider using the ice bomb and freezing them in their tracks. Makes it kind of difficult for them to teleport if they're frozen solid. Man, we're at 51 minutes already. We're not super far from the end, but we still have lore to get through, which we'll do after the end of the mission.
One moment. Override successful.
Thank you, Big.
The path is now clear.
Disgusting.
You can access Dr. Hayden's outpost.
I've got some chainsaw fuel to spare. Not that I'll really need it right now. Poor things. Never stood a chance. Ah, it closes. That's good to know. I don't actually know what it's like to fight this guy in this hallway. I don't know if there's been a time in recent memory that I've not just chainsawed that guy outright. I don't like Dread Knights. I find Dread Knights to be pretty goddamn annoying. I should have waited for the recharge there. That was a mistake. Not a huge one, but still. Hey, now. Yeah, I hear ya. Where you at? Ah, that's too far. That's fine. Buffed plasma gun, really, really nice against whiplashes. The burst stuns them, and the buff damage does enough to them to take him out nice and easy. Easy breezy, very cheesy. I'm sorry, was that a whiplash? I didn't get to see. Assuming you live through this fight, which, you know, try to. What? Excuse me. What the fuck? Never seen that before. You got a soul sphere up here. If you don't use it during the fight itself, always walk out of here with full health, full armor. That's from Quake 3. I know. You can tell by the way it is.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson. Log entry 006, February 9th, 2163. The only thing they fear is him.
She said it.
We watched as the Horde overwhelmed the very best and most advanced machinery and weapons technology that we could muster against the opposition. It was useless. They moved too quickly. They cared not for themselves, only sought out the blood of humanity. They were willing to sacrifice their own to get to the heart of our world. We slaughtered thousands and millions more followed, but then he came. He cut through them like a sickle through a field. His fury surpassing their own. He is faster, more relentless.
Whew.
I believe him now to be more than just a man. He is Doom.
This lady is extraordinarily horny. The level of thirst on display is unprecedented. I don't think there's anything else back there that I want. Health. Ha! Who needs health when you have health? Yeah.
Warning. All armed personnel. The mortally challenged have entered the compound.
Excuse me. You turn around much too quick. You know what? You know what? You know what? Hey, I need that. What's that? I guess I probably got that. That deployment's worth. What are we sitting at? 8 out of 10? That's not bad. We'll have that by the next level, easy. Yeah, go ahead and chainsaw. You will not need full chainsaw fuel going forward. It's better to have the ammo.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson. Log entry 007, March 3rd, 2163.
Sounds a little calmer.
And with him lies our salvation.
Never mind.
For as he gains in strength, so do they fall in numbers. The priests command the armies to the north and south, but he controls the fight. The inner circle of death is where he resides, hunting them at the far reaches of the earth and beyond. I am a believer now. I feel it is in Doom that I have faith. The Slayer is the spear that stabs at the heart of our attackers, and those that would seek to harm us should feel warned. For there is only one dominant life form in this universe, and it carries a steel-barreled sword of vengeance. All hail the coming of the Destroyer. The Slayer's time is now.
You're goddamn right. Let's we go.
Dr. Hayden's office laboratory is located at the top of this facility.
Attention. Emergency protocols have been activated. Please exit the facility now.
My God, Dr. Hayden was convinced that you would come here for this eventually. Can I just say that it is an honor for me, personally, to meet you?
Attention. Emergency protocols have been activated. Please exit the facility now.
We don't know how to access his main cortex. It's all alien. We couldn't figure it out. We have to prepare for his careful extraction. We were given specific orders.
His life signal is barely readable.
Warning. Demonic presence threat level 5 entering main laboratory.
Opening the portal now.
You were never one of us. You were nothing but a usurper, a false idol. My eyes have been opened. Let me help you to see, Slayer.
All right. That didn't last very long. Unfortunately, it was not exactly the best fight against the Marauder I've ever had, but still pretty good, I'd say. We're gonna dip into the lore now, but you know what? I should probably explain what the deal with that guy is to the uninitiated before I tell everyone they can peace out if they want. The Marauder is a very special enemy type. He has a shield that he will block all shots with if you shoot him before his eyes glow green. He does an attack where he'll run up to you and then swing that axe. And when he does so, his eyes flash green, and if you hit him when he does that with enough damage, ballista, super shotgun, rocket launcher if you're ballsy, will stagger him, and that'll open him up to being hit further. So the way that you do it is you hit him with the ballista, the super shot, and the ballista, and you deal just a whole bunch of damage on him. There's actually a more efficient way to do it where you mix the frag grenades into the mix, and you can keep him stun locked. I have not gotten that method down, but frankly, I'm not that worried about it. The SSG ballista combos is more than enough, frankly. Also, he summons a dog. It's very cute, and he summons it if you shoot his shield. But sometimes he'll summon it if enemies shoot him and he blocks their shots, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's his deal. He's a son of a bitch. The Marauder is probably the singular most divisive element in this game. A lot of people seem to either love him or hate him. And I don't know, after fighting as many of them as I have, I kind of like him. I kind of have fun with him. But yeah, we're going to jump into the lore now. That's the end of the level right there. All nice and ominous. And if you want to peace out now, I don't blame you. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Now that the losers are gone, the return of Dr. Samuel Hayden. This lore section might involve some explaining of story from Doom 2016 because it's kind of relevant to what's going on with Sammy boy here. The destruction of the Argent Wellspring on Mars meant chaos for planet Earth. Following the loss of the communication between Earth and Mars-based facilities, the collapse of the Argent-dependent energy grid consumed the planet in crisis. It was during this time that UAC Director Dr. Samuel Hayden suddenly resurfaced on Earth before the AN Council, wielding that which might offer salvation to mankind, the Crucible. After recounting the events that had transpired on the Red Planet, Hayden agreed to cooperate with the AN, providing access to the various UAC facilities on Earth, and by extension the full range of technologies at his disposal. Paramount among these was the Crucible, last remaining source of Argent energy in existence. The thing we just pulled out of that floaty energy field, we were talking to Scientist Boy, is this thing. This is the Crucible. This was the MacGuffin at the end of Doom 2016. You retrieved from Hell, and then you... Do you remember those elemental wraiths that we heard about in the lore on Exultia? Well, at the end of Doom 2016, you find them in Hell, and they're basically having their life force sapped to provide Hell energy to the demons. And you stick the Crucible into their chest, and it absorbs their wraith energy. And that's how you eventually close the well, as it were, in Hell in Doom 2016. The final fight of Doom 2016 takes place at the well. It's really cool. So after you do that, you get back to Earth, and Sammy Boy here takes your Crucible and sends you fucking somewhere. I don't know where. Presumably somewhere in Hell, because I don't know. It ends on a cliffhanger, and then there's a nice time skip between Doom 2016 and now. So who knows? Maybe one of the DLCs will expand on it some more. Believing it possible to solve the energy crisis which now devastated the planet, Dr. Hayden sought to invent a method of Argent synthesis, a synthetic replication that could recreate the high yield capability of Argent energy. With the destruction of the Argent energy across the solar system, all that remained of Argent existed now within the Crucible, the fabled Hell artifact which Dr. Hayden had acquired on Mars. Knowing full well the Crucible's hidden power, Samuel devised a method to utilize the artifact as an Argent conductor, a process that would in time produce the miracle of synthetic man-made Argent energy, restoring the production of Argent energy to Earth. Hayden became a mythical figure among Earth's survivors, in no small part due to his abnormal physical condition. Having returned to Earth when most sought a means to escape, bringing with him the Crucible that would grant the people a second chance at survival, for the common person, he had become the stuff of legends. Argent energy is an energy source that was formerly being refined on Mars before the events of Doom 2016, where they had a whole facility that would pull Hell energy out of a fracture that they found on Mars and refined it into Argent and sent that Argent energy to Earth because there's a horrible energy crisis on Earth. You might be wondering, why is this guy a Robert? Why is he a robot? He's a robot because, allegedly, he had some kind of terminal cancer. I believe it was brain cancer, probably. And so he uploaded his mind into this robot body. And for some reason decided, I want my robot body to be like 7.5 feet tall and have the strength of 20 men. You know, no reason. I missed a page, did I? I did. I missed a page and a soup point. Can you believe it? I can believe it. Absolutely. And we're back. Okay. We got the stuff. ARC Part 1. A global military crisis relief initiative established by the Allied Nations in 2151. The Armored Response Coalition is designed with the sole purpose to combat and contain the Hell invasion. To succeed where modern militaries are ineffective, utilizing cutting-edge Argent power technology. Hayden, overseeing all aspects of ARC weapon and tech development, set about repurposing the UAC facilities on Earth, many of which were unaffected by the invasion due to the remote locations and high levels of automated security. These facilities, operated by powerful AI, are already designed for weapon development and mass production, meaning they could be repurposed overnight. They had these really nice mechs, and they all fucking lost. Tisk. By 2151, the ARC began running operations from the Mobile Command Center, a seaborne command center designed for long-range strike operations which would serve as ARC HQ. Their primary objective to locate the source of the Hellgrowth infestation, and in doing so, shutting down the emergence of Hell portals, closing the gate between dimensions. Full stop. At the heart of the Armored Response Coalition is an aggressive research and development program in pursuit of new military technologies. As part of Dr. Hayden's commitment, the UAC resources under his direction, including some of the most powerful AI ever created, have been deployed in service of weapon development designed to face the Hell threat head on. It's a nice boat. It's a nice big boat. Samuel Hayden himself. Look at that fucking hero. I can't believe he's not a hero. In 2150, following the loss of communication between the Earth and Mars-based facilities, UAC Director Dr. Samuel Hayden suddenly resurfaced on Earth before the AN Council. The demonic invasion of Earth had already begun, and Dr. Hayden had arrived just in time to provide aid. He supplied the resistance armies with argent technology and advanced armaments, taking helm of the newly formed ARC as lead director. Dr. Hayden's tactical and scientific acumen were invaluable to the war effort, and he was soon given full command over all resistance efforts by the Global Council. The ARC engaged the demons with bleeding-edge tech, exosuits, and heavy-frame battle mechs, but found themselves fighting a losing battle. Operation Hellbreaker was Samuel's final plan, a powerful counterattack that ultimately ended in failure. His robotic torso retrieved by ARC soldiers, Samuel is now tended to and monitored by a skeleton crew of scientists. They had been given contingency orders to safeguard his body, along with the crucible obtained on Mars. And then these are all Dr. Elena Richardson. How long between I can't admit that he's a god to he is the right hand of Doom. 24th to March 3rd, so like just over a month. All right. The Marauder. As civil war consumed Argentinur, the Knight Sentinels Guard was quartered by their faith, torn between serving the Khan Maker or revolting against that which they swore to protect. Those most disillusioned forswore their oath to the Sentinel royalty, abandoning their pact of allegiance made to the throne. These hardened warriors joined the separatist group led by the exalted priest class, allying themselves with the Makers and their devout acolytes in an attempted coup against the Sentinel Royal House. Those Sentinel warriors who fell in battle having sided with the Makers were ultimately denied finality in death. Resurrected by the divinity machine of Maker design, these fallen Sentinels were returned from the dead, transformed by Hell's power, and recreated with a singular purpose: to hunt the Slayer, now reborn as knights in Hell's army. I forgot that these guys were made from the divinity machine. That's important information that you should keep in mind. Also, that's just, God, their design is so fucking cool. Very similar to the Doomslayer's Praetor suit, you might notice. It shouldn't be surprising given the fact that they were former Night Sentinels. Also explains his little soliloquy there about, you were never one of us. You were nothing but a usurper. Cybermancubus. Blood Punch will deal massive damage and destroy its armor. Fun fact that I don't keep in mind because I don't use the microwave beam, but if you Blood Punch their armor off, a microwave beam will pop them in like maybe a second or two. It's one of the only instances in the game that you know that you can reliably get a finish with the microwave beam without having to worry about, you know, how much health does it have? Are they close to staggering? This, that, the other thing. The thing is that you need to make sure that you either freeze them or falter them somehow before you go in for the Blood Punch, because they have the same... In fact, they probably have a stronger version of the Mancubus's area of effect, like ground slam, leave fire shit on the ground attack. Don't just walk up to him. It's a bad idea. The arm cans have been reinforced and cannot be destroyed by damage, which is okay because I find them easier to kill than regular Mancubuses due to the fact that Blood Punch deals so much damage to them. Regular Mancubuses don't have that weakness. No, they don't. Chest Glory Kill, although it might still work with them, I'm just not sure. A Chest Glory Kill will trigger an explosion that damages nearby demons, same as the Mancubus. Mechanized and heavily augmented, the Cyber Mancubus is equipped for frontline warfare. Equipped with dual-barrel, arm-mounted mortar cannons, the Mancubus's integrated weapons system utilizes the body's naturally occurring biotoxins, refining this corrosive, viscous membrane into a toxoplasmid ammunition feed. Siphoned from the spinal gland and funneled intravenously to the weapon's conversion system, the corrosive secretion is discharged by an alternating firing mechanism which dispenses the toxoplasmid as either heated projectile or ignited fluid, the latter resulting in a flamethrower-like incendiary spray capable of burning through armored plating. Don't stay close to Mancubuses of either kind unless they're frozen or otherwise, like, stunned, because they'll heck you up. They'll heck you up good. Pain Elemental. God, their design is good. I love their design. Ballista does bonus damage to flying demons, same weakness as the Cacodemon, Demon, you might notice. Except for the mouth. You can't shoot anything in their mouth. An abhorrent creation of the umbral planes, the Pain Elemental is descended from the primal abominable depths of the demon world. Knowing only its own torment, the elemental is cursed to forge lost souls within the fiery pit of its gut. A process that is excruciating and without end for the duration of the creature's miserable lifespan. The elemental's only reprieve from its own agonizing and torturous existence is a projection of suffering into the world. For this reason, the Pain Elemental reaps great satisfaction from indiscriminate killing and the infliction of misery upon those weaker than itself. Also, it looks like a grumpy old man, and that's just charming. Baron of Hell. The chain gun can quickly falter this demon. The same goes, incidentally, for the Dread Knight and the Hell Knight. Chain gun, we didn't have it until just last level, but the reason why I've been pulling it out whenever I see, like, Hell Knights, for example, is because, yeah, it puts out so many hits so quickly that they falter nice and easy. The Fireborn Barons have evolved, descendant clan of the Baron Hellbreed, and are indigenous to the caustic, scorched hellscapes bordering the burning abyss. A landscape of cragged spires forged from unbreakable blackstone, tempered by the crashing waves of magmatic tide, these sulfuric plains of hell have long served as banishing grounds, a place of exodus to which the damned are sentenced as their final destination. The Fireborn Barons have evolved in this environment, sustaining themselves on the remnants of the damned, growing obsidian carapaces, and in time becoming infused with the very incendiary matter of hell itself. When you, I don't know how good of a view you got in the Slayer Gate, but when you deal damage to a Baron in this game, the meat underneath their skin is all on fire. All of it. It's just chock full of fire. Marauder. Green flash indicates that they are vulnerable and cannot block, so time your shots. Marauder cannot block while faltered, so strike fast before it recovers. Do not waste ammo trying to break through its shield once active. You cannot do it. Same image, same image. Same description even. One quick note about the Tyrant, as we saw another two of them. The Tyrant doesn't appear outside of a Slayer Gate until the 4th to last level. So, like level 9. So we still got a while to go before they just show up naturally. They throw those in there. And 2 at a time in both of the early encounters for them. Sorry, Mancubus tells you to blood punch it. Marauder, stand too close, uses a shotgun. Stand too far away, he throws these axe projectiles. Keep him at mid-range, counterattack when his eyes flash green, otherwise he blocks your shot. Also, he is resistant to super weapons. You cannot BFG him. If you try to BFG him, he will block the BFG shot. It's something. There's actually a strategy where you can get him to hold his shield behind him, or like aim it away from you so that you can shoot him in the back by using a BFG shot, but I find it's kind of like frankly a waste of a BFG shot. And I guess that's it. How about that? I knew this episode was going to be a bit on the long side. Unfortunately, I missed some shit I had to go back for, but that's okay. I'll have cut that out to put in editing, in post. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I certainly did. And I'll see you on the next episode.